What? Huh? What are you laughing at? Reading my paper. What? What is so funny? Really? You laugh at people that need glasses? Or this is my bed head. This is what I wake up to. What? What is so funny? Well, I'm glad you like reading as much as I do, and I'm wearing my favorite shirt for you today. So seriously, what is so funny? I have my reading glasses on. I didn't take time to fix my hair. Okay, well, you're probably here because you're ready to read a story. So I'm all about that. Let's get started. Hi. Okay, well, who doesn't want to have fun with books, right? And look at this. What would you guys do if I showed up at school looking like that? All right. Well, that was a fun thing to start with. Here's our two books today. We are practicing contractions. Contractions, remember, we have start with two words, and we slide them together to make one word, and then we have to add an apostrophe in there. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, find your books, page or number 98 and 97. Okay, I need to shut the door to my room. I hope you guys are able to find some time to have fun with books. Don't just be serious and sit down in your chair and ho-hum and you're cranky because you had to do some schoolwork today. Seriously, there's a gazillion ways to have fun with books and different ways to read books too, different places to read books. And I just hope that you are finding all kinds of ways to have fun with books and with your schoolwork and have fun with your family, because we don't want this to be ho-hum torture. All right. So I would like to start with it isn't yet. It isn't yet. So if you have a highlighter or a pen, maybe a crayon, something you can write on your book with. So you can pause the video again. I forgot to tell you that you needed more supplies besides just your book. So grab a highlighter, any marker, really. So we learned before that when you make contractions, it starts out as two words, and we put those words together to make one word, but we have to leave some letters out. And because we've put those two words together, that does not change the meaning of the sentence. The sentence is still going to mean the same thing, saying it as two words or saying it as one word, which is a contraction. A contraction is different than a compound word, because a compound word is two words slid together and nothing is left out. A contraction is where we leave some letters out. Let's just review a couple things about contractions and compound words. They can sound confusing. All right, so can and not. Okay, here's 1, 2. There's my two words. Here's an example. I cannot wait to see you guys again at school. Let's try that again. I wait to see you guys at school. I want to put these two words, squish them together to make a contraction, but I'm not going to change the meaning of my sentence. So, let's take these out, slide them together, and add your contraction. I always teach kids that contraction means I meant to leave some letters out. When I slid the two words together, I meant to do that. I meant to leave N and O off of there and just put the T. So I'm going to show you with an apostrophe where the letters used to be. Okay, now listen to my sentence. I can't wait to see you guys again at school. You guys say it. Ready? I wait to see you guys at school. So that is contractions. Now let's talk about compound words. Okay. I saw a man fighting a fire. I saw a man fighting a fire. Another fireman joined him. I can put these two words together without leaving a space and without changing anything. So this is a compound word. Here's our first word, didn't change it a bit. Here's our second word, didn't change that a bit either. Okay, so this is compound word, doesn't change. All we took out was the space, only I put them in a different order. Okay, so a man that fights a fire is a fireman. All right, so we got that confusion cleared up. Quick little review for us. So the reason I want you to have your highlighter or a marker or a pen, anything that you like to write with, is because when we read our book, we're going to write the two words above that used to be the contraction. So here's our story. Let's not read yet. Let's just go through and find our contractions, okay? I'm going to highlight isn't. I know that's a contraction, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. And I know isn't, the first word I can already see is. So I'm going to write that up here. And then I have to figure out what this second part was. Well, the first word is there. It isn't yet. It is not yet. So leave a space. And just because it's the title, I'm capitalizing my second word. Our words in our title are capitalized. So it isn't yet. It is not yet. The sentence, the title, means the same thing. Isn't is just another way to write two words. Let me get a pen. Now the fun thing about having these books at your house is because look at all this space. These are your books. You use them like you would like and do anything you can to help be a better reader and to help get some awesome practice. So here we go again. We can do the same word again. It just is the same practice, and practice makes progress. Absolutely. That is, if you want to be good at anything, you have to practice. All right. When I first got my YouTube channel, I had to do a lot of practicing because I had no idea what I was doing. All right, here we go again with isn't, and we know that means is not. Because I have so much room over here, I'm going to write over on this side. How about you? Does that seem like a good idea for you? If you have a pen and you just want to write right above, it's your book. You can do it how you want. Is not. All right. I'm just looking, not reading anything yet. Let's just look. We're going on a word hunt. Here's what's. I'm going to highlight that. My first word is still there. My first word of the two words is still there, so I can read that. What? Now my second word is a word with an S in it. What was? What was in it? What is in it? So is. There's our two-word phrase that means the same as what's. Here's our next contraction, it's. So I'm going to write it. And remember what our second word was? Is. Make sure you leave a space, okay, to show that's our two words. All right, let's go on to page 2. It's. Now I'm going to get my pen, might be a little easier to write. So my first word is there, it. And the S came from, what was our second word? Is. Nice job. It is. And now we have another one down here. Highlight. Isn't. Isn't. So my first word is there. I can see my first word is. Just going to make space down here at the bottom. What would my second word be? Starts with an N. Do you know it? Not. Leave a space. Isn't, is not. Okay, let's go on to page 3. Isn't, again, don't look back. Make your brain work hard. Here's my first word, is. And my second word, I remember, because we did it over here, but I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna make my brain work hard. I need to leave a space. My second word for the contraction starts with not. Here's my next word. This is my next contraction that I want to figure out. So aren't. Well, I can see my first word. My first word hasn't changed. So are. And then NT matches this NT, so I know my second word is not. Are not. Make sure I can tell that you have two words there. We want to leave enough space, so it looks like two words onto page 4. Here it is. Did you see it? Did you find it? Okay. So remember, my first word is there. My first word hasn't changed. What is my first word in my contraction? It. And then my second word, the only part that's left from my second word when I squished them together to make a contraction, the only thing that's left is the S. It's means the same as it is. Oh, nice job. All right. Here's our contractions back here. Okay, so when you read them, practice like this. Aren't, are. I'll do that again when I don't have something in my hand. Okay. Aren't, are not. Isn't, is not. It's, it is. What's, what is. Okay. Practice over and over and over and over until it's so automatic. All right, a lot of words right here. Let's start reading, okay? Get to our book. It isn't yet. Page 1. It isn't yet. Oh, on lawn. I wonder if that's a short name, a nickname for Lonnie. You think so? That's how I've heard people use the name lawn, not like the lawn you mow. Lon looked at the box. What's in it? He asked. It's for you, said his dad. Pick it up, Lon. I bet it's heavy. That's why he wants him to pick it up. Maybe shake it. Do you do that at Christmas, or if you get a birthday present, you shake it and you see if you can guess? It's so fun. Page 2. It's the truck I, cover up that ed, wanted. Let's try that again. It's the truck I wanted, said Lon. It isn't a truck, said his dad. Not yet. What does that mean, not yet? It's not a truck yet. Maybe, I know, he hasn't taken driver's ed and his dad's not going to buy him a pickup that he can drive yet. He's not old enough to drive, so it's not a pickup you can drive, or a car or a motorcycle. Not yet, when you get older. So that's what I'm predicting Dad means is, it's not a truck. Not yet. You're not old enough to drive. Page 3. Well, it isn't a bat, said Lon. How would he know that? Right, because a bat would need a long, skinny box. Bats aren't in boxes. What's in it? I will not tell yet, said Dad. Well, why isn't his dad going to tell? It's a surprise. That's why you wrap a present. It's a surprise, Lon. Can't tell you what's in it. It's a guessing game. Page 4. Yes, said Lon. It's a kit. He was asking for a truck, and he gets a truck. But look at the last sentence. It makes a truck. He has to put those pieces together. How fun is that? A kit. A kit is a collection of things that go together. So a first aid kit is all kinds of things you would need if you got hurt, if you maybe didn't feel very good. So a kit, I have a sewing kit, and lucky we're in my sewing room. But look at, I use this cute little box for all my sewing stuff, and I have a desk too because I have a lot of sewing things. I'm ready for the next story. How about you? All right, so if you want to go ahead and grab that, get rid of Fox, you can pause the video if you need to, unless you have them ready. So I'm super excited about this book, and here's why. I'm always trying to think of fun things to do besides just read a book, put it down, read a book, put it down, highlight, practice, blah, blah, blah. Let's try to do some fun things with books. Well, so you know, in my videos, I've collected all kinds of friends. I don't know if you've seen this cute Eric Carle guy friend. I used him in a video, and I have used all kinds of things in my videos. This might have been the funnest one yet. Aren't these fun? Little glasses, and you can actually see through them. Okay, so this book, I got some things gathered together to tell this story, and here's why. Because you could put on a play, and this book is fun to do a little play because it has quite a few characters. So I read this book a couple times, 3 times I read this book, and I wanted to read it 3 times because if I'm going to put on a play, then I want to keep my audience entertained. I don't want them to be like, ugh, Should I go fill up my water again because it's taking you forever to read it? Well, no, we don't want our audience to be, excuse me, I'm falling asleep. No, we want our audience to be like, oh, good job, I can tell you practiced. Now, the first time I read this book, I stopped a lot because I looked at the pictures and wait, what does that mean? And why in the world would a hen be on the top of her house? So I read it 3 times, guys. It's not like it took me 3 weeks to do that, okay? So I read it 3 times. I want to sound fluent. I want to be able to feel comfortable with my words so that I can add some expression. And there's a lot on each page, okay? I'm not worried about a lot of words. Are you? Well, I'm not either. I'm a good reader, and if I struggle a little bit on this book, I just practice again because I'm not scared of big words. I'm not scared of new words. I'm just going to keep reading. So here's some things I got for my play. My grandkids had this, and this is kind of an older fun thing, but we keep all kinds of animals in here or whatever. Sometimes we put some things in here and carry it around. So here's my barn. Doesn't match her hut, but, and here's one of these fun little Beanie Baby things again. This one's name is Strut. So look at, she's just gonna sit right on top of here. This is more like a rooster maybe, but we don't care. It's all good. All right, so I need to rearrange a little bit, make some room on my desk. I'm gonna turn my laptop here. Okay, now can you see against that light? We'll shut this. Now this is the fun part about reading is you gotta be ready, right there. All right, oh my gosh. Okay, now my desk is the long way, and I'll show you what else I did. Okay, so here's my hen. And she's, let me tip this down a little bit. There, okay. So my hen is gonna sit on here, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna even get her to stay on there. Have to put there, look at. Now, you don't have to have the barn thing to make this work. You could set her on a box and just call it, you know, your hut, your chicken coop. All right, there, how's that? Maybe turn it to the side a little bit. And then after I practiced my story 3 times, get rid of Fox, then I looked through, went and got some paper in my office and drew the characters. Here's Fox, dog, duck, bat, now, so like I said, I practice because practice makes progress, and if I want to put a play on, a little skit for an audience, I don't want to perform my first time. So before you get all your materials gathered, make sure you practice maybe the first time with a mom, dad, or someone a little bit older that can help you if you get stuck on something. And then the next times, if you're okay with it, just practice to yourself. Or if dad's changing oil in the car, go outside. Beautiful day today. Go outside and just read while your dad is changing oil. If mom is straightening out some things in the office or cleaning out the junk drawer, well, I have a junk drawer, then you could be reading, okay? So here we go. So watch how I'm going to do this. And like I said, I practiced, And so I don't have enough hands to hold all my characters, but we just worked through that. Okay, here we go. Ready? Get rid of fox. Duck. Dog. And bat went to hen's hut. Hen sat on top of her hut. Why are you on top? Said Duck. It's Fox. He's at this hut a lot. I can't let him get me, said Hen. We will help you get rid of Fox, Dog said. Then Dog got Hen off the hut. I will help you. Oh, okay, get inside. Okay. I'll be safe in here. When Fox comes, ask him in. Oh, whoops. When Fox comes, ask him in, said Duck. Come inside, said Hen. Said Fox. Then Bat buzzed at him. Dog jumped on him. Duck bit him. Help! Yelled Fox. Fox ran and ran and didn't stop. You got rid of Fox, yelled Hen. I am glad. The end. Okay, so I just want to make sure that we all remember that reading is so much more than just ho hum, turn the page. Finish that, ho hum, turn the page. Okay, try to make reading at home as fun as you can, just like we would at school. Think of creative ways. You could put a popsicle stick on here or a straw and have your animals go across the stage. You can ask mom and dad and big brother, sister, little brother, sister, do you want to help me do a play? And you can see I kind of messed up. I forgot to look ahead and I had a character say the wrong line. It's all good, okay? Maybe have somebody record you on their phone, watch it again on a video and fix it up the next time. Okay, just remember that we want our reading to be fun. We want to be able to laugh at it. That's why I dress goofy and I wear my funny glasses and I use my silly voice, or I play a good tune, or I think of a joke. Always try to make fun with reading and be able to laugh at yourself if you make a mistake. And just get everybody involved. Maybe you could write your own play about these fun farm animals okay? Find any animals or anything at your house and write a fun little play. So that's it. I'm gonna sign out for this time and want to say thanks for joining me with your books, and we will see you again soon. It's been so fun, and make sure that you make reading fun. Bye, everybody.